Girls in Rome. Girls did not go out much in Rome. They stayed at home, and their mothers taught them to read and write. They also learned how to cook and do embroidery. If they were the daughters of a rich family, they would have a governess, who was usually one of the family slaves, to teach them. They might find as they grew up that they had not much housework to do. Then they could take up sports like archery and gymnastics, or even win fame as young poetesses. Singing and dancing were thought of as jobs done by people who worked in the theatre, and not quite the things for young girls to learn. Girls of the poorer families would learn a little reading and writing from their mothers. They also learned something of a trade, in order to earn a little money to help keep them. Maybe they would learn to weave, or help in a shop for women's things. Some were waitresses and dancers in the taverns. Some were trained for the theatre as singers, dancers, and musicians. They were to be found working in the amphitheatres as cleaners and attendants. They also washed clothes by beating them thoroughly on rocks in the river. Sometimes they used a simple kind of soap, of fat boiled with wood ashes. But most of the dirt was simply beaten and slapped out of the cloth on the wet rocks. But of course, every girl's dream was to be married and live happily ever after. Most of them did that, and grew up to be the respected mothers of Roman families.